Carnatic music and wanted to become a big vocalist. His was a very nice family. He had his father, mother, and there was a little sister who was still studying in school. Very sweet girl. So this family, they had started coming to Guruji, and it was Navratri time when they started coming to Guruji. And that year, for Navratri, it was the wish of Guruji that there should be concerts every day. Every day there would be some performance before Premika Vardhan and Madhuri Sakhya. Guruji will sit there and witness the whole thing. There would be dance, or there would be Carnatic music. Some concert or dance would be performed every day. And one day, it was the turn of this friend. He was to perform. He is not from Chennai, he is from down south. So because he was going to perform an ashram before Guruji and everybody, he had invited his whole family, his father, mother, everybody, his sister. They were all not in Chennai, they were down, they used to live down south, and they all came. And it was very nice to see that, the whole family, and they were really proud because the son was singing, and he sang so well that day. And after the program, Guruji was talking to the parents, the proud parents, for a long time, and that little sister, very little girl. All this got over, and then at night, we took a small stroll from the ashram. As Guruji was walking, he started slowly, what did you think about the concert today, he asked me. I have no clue about how music is and everything, but obviously the answer is simple. It was very nice, Guruji, because we saw him enjoy it. It was very nice. Good that he did not question me about it further. So, you know, that boy, he's so devoted. He's such a nice boy, and the whole family, they're so nice. And he was full of love and appreciation for that boy, and it was very nice to see that, because if this boy had won his Guruji's heart so much, then he must be very special, I was thinking. And even as Guruji was saying all this, he said something that kind of shocked me a little bit. He said, did you see the family, the father, mother, everybody has come, everybody is so happy, they're all so devoted. He was saying all this, and then he said that if something happens to this family, it is my responsibility to take care of this boy and this girl. He said it out of the blue, from nowhere. He said it even as he was saying all this. He just said it. He said that they have come to me and they have surrendered to me. You keep this in mind. If something happens, we have to take care of him. We have to take care of the whole family. But he just said this, and it was a passing moment. For a moment, you always negative imagine things, right? I always imagine it negatively. That's the first thought that comes to our mind. I thought, why is Guruji saying something like this all of a sudden? That moment passed by, and then Navratri was over. And I think in about a month or so later, Guruji happened to be touring Kerala at that time, giving discourses in different places. He was in Trivandrum at that time, giving Bhagyanathan discourse. I was in Chennai then, and we got this sudden shocking news from that boy that it was in the middle of the night and his father had passed away. Suddenly, he passed away. It happened in one moment, like I said, Punarahi Jananam, Punarati Jananam, just went. The bubble just burst. That was very hard to believe, because we had seen him just a few days ago. He was not very old, and just could not believe. And the moment I heard it, it also struck me immediately. Yes, remember Guruji said this. He said this. If something happens to the family, we should take care of this children. He said it. He knew it. That's why he said it. I immediately was able to make a connection, and this message was immediately passed on to Guruji that this happened. This is where the even more amazing, surprising thing happened. Because what would we normally think? Even in something as small as a cricket match, if you know the result already, the match is never as exciting, because you know the result. After all, you know the result. But when this news was conveyed to Guruji, do you know what he did? He immediately started from Trivandrum that night after the lecture. He just came to this town, he rushed. None of us did it. Even after we heard the news, nobody did it. But he started from there and he came and he was in an unconsolable, I don't want to call it grief, but that's what it appeared to me. He was absolutely unconsolable. And that was the most surprising thing for me. Because he knew it. It's not like he did not know it. And yet, he was unconsolable. That is when I saw that beauty of that love, that prema. Like you see how in Ramayana, it's Lord Rama himself. He knows what's going to happen. He knows why he has come. He knows who's Ravana. He knows who took it. But still he was sitting in the forest crying, thinking of her. He knows how everything is going. That is how perfectly that Lord does his divine play. And it's not even a play for him. That is also real, and this love and this outpouring of love in that form of those tears, that is also true. So Guruji was absolutely unconsolable, and he immediately went to that place. Till that day we did not know exactly where these people lived. We knew that they are from this town, so we went there, found the house in the middle of the night, and only then we realized that this place where they were living in, it was close to a slum. It reflected nothing of what we thought of them. From the way they moved with us, it didn't appear so. It was a very, very economically backward area where they were living. But Guruji went. A car cannot go inside those roads, so Guruji went by auto. He took another person and he went by auto. And he entered that family right there, like that, fresh rainfall. No family member had come at the time. Nobody was there with them. It was just the mother, these little children, the two of them, and they did not know what to do because one day the father is there, the next morning he is not there. They are clueless, they are helpless. And only after that happened, they realized, within the next few hours when the news about his passing away was spread, that he had left a huge burden of debt. These children and the mother were not even aware of anything. For them it was just a rosy picture on the surface. They thought this was it and it was all going smooth sailing. And that moment, within the few hours, the first people that came knocking at the door were the people who had lent money. So they came there and they are screaming, and this is not like some bank or something, okay? These are all these local thugs. They borrowed money from them. And they just came there and they're threatening to rip these people apart. They want to take this boy away. They want to take this girl away. Just imagine that situation. That situation. Just one moment everything comes crashing down. And you know who went there first? Guruji went there first. Arundarum Anaikum Annai. He is the mother. He will go first. So he just went there in a moment. And he sat there in that house. This was described to me by those people themselves. It seems there was no place to even sit, but he sat there. And he told them, don't worry, I will take care of you. This is all he told them. I will take care of everything, don't worry. And he spent some time with them, and then he left. And these were not merely words of consolations, mind you, because immediately Guruji made a couple of devotees to come from Chennai, and they sat there. He said it's your duty to sit there. Sat there with them, spoke to all these people, settled all their debts in one flash. Who will do it in these days? Will your brother do it for you? Will your sister do it for you? Nobody will do it. So they sat there, settled everything, and in 2 days, a house was, a rental house close to our ashram was located for them, and this family was just lifted from there. And Guruji literally took them with both his hands and he brought them to Chennai, to the ashram. And to this day, they remain with us. And Guruji is the father, mother and everything to that family. And they are also so dedicated to him. And he did not stop there.